Hello and welcome to the Lima Wolf Podcast. I am your host, Raceland, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Nate. What's going on, dude?
Just watching YouTube.
Just watching YouTube. There's no playing video games and done D&D in this time around?
No, but I did start a new anime yesterday.
Oh, everybody loves anime, right? Every one of our listeners is a giant anime fan for sure.
Yeah.
No, I definitely don't think so. What anime did you start?
I think it's called Togen and Anki.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to people.
I don't know what it means.
Oh,
But the anime itself is like, I think you would like it actually, because it's like Black Clover
no,
kind
nice.
of animation style.
Oh,
But the main character is kind of like if you made Carnage, the main character of an anime, and he turns his like how Carnage like has tentacles and stuff that turn into blades and all that.
yeah.
Switch the blades out for guns.
Oh, nice. So John Wick Carnage style. Got it.
Yeah, and berserk style. Like he is a berserker fighter. He generates blood that turns into like a Carnage suit around him. Um,
That's pretty
and
cool.
yeah, he just summons a ton of guns at the end of his tentacles and becomes like a one-man army of guns
Huh.
fighting demon slayer characters that turn black particle mist into weapons.
That sounds like a very violent anime.
It is so far.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So what we're here to talk about, Nate, is we on the last episode of the podcast we did our own custom Super Smash Brothers games, and we picked, what was it, 12 characters each, right? We picked 12 characters each. Totally ended out to be 24. And I had fun doing that. Did you have fun doing that, or was that just not? Was it just fine?
Yeah, I had fun.
I've always. So go ahead. So go ahead.
I didn't go into quite as much depth as you did, but
Sorry.
it was fun thinking of characters and how they would be able to pull off a fighting game style.
Right. I've always been a big fan of Super Smash Brothers, and I've always I have lists and lists on my phone of just random what if this character was in there? What if this guy was in there? I have one that's like an entire team of Disney, an entire team of, all video game characters, all movie characters, all anime characters, stuff like that. I like the idea of making your own custom Smash game or a Smash style game. And so I figured since we have our custom game already, we're going to talk about the DLC. Because Smash Bros. Loves their DLC ever since the Wii U. And we need some DLCs. So I figured we each get 5 new characters to add to our custom Smash game.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to talk about today. Do you want to jump in with yours first? Do you want to jump in with mine first? What do you want to do?
I can start us off.
All right. You go ahead and start us off.
So I shortened my category list down to 5 categories. Stuck with video games, comics, cartoons, movies, and anime.
Okay.
First one I'm going to talk about is anime. And for anime, I picked Alucard
Oh,
from Hellsing Ultimate.
the anime I've seen.
Yes, the anime that we have both seen.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
I've definitely seen that anime.
so his main combat is obviously guns. He's more of a ranged fighter. But when you get up close, he does use kind of like magic, shadow magic kind of thing.
Okay.
Where, like say he would kick the ground and a magic shadow hound pops up and does an uppercut on the enemy, something like that. Just to kind of get some distance so he can again use his guns. So his Super Smash Bros. Style ultimate is that he envelops his opponents in shadows that are filled with eyes, because that's kind of his thing. He is the embodiment of shadow and death. And his Mortal Kombat style is pretty much the same thing, except when they're enveloped within the shadow, it reveals his army of blood that he summons from the countless enemies that he has slain over the years.
Did you
And they
mention
tear
that?
him apart.
Did you mention that he's a vampire?
I did not. I foolishly assumed everyone has seen this anime. It's just so good.
Dude, again,
Alucard.
there's people who don't know anything about anime that may listen to this podcast.
Yeah. Okay. So Alucard is a vampire.
He's the
Dracula
vampire.
spelled backwards. He is.
Oh my god, he is Dracula spellback. I didn't even realize that was stupid if I.
Yeah. It's like a Castlevania thing.
I know. I
They
just
do
realized
that.
when you said that, I'm like, oh my god, it is Dracula spelled backwards. That's funny. How did I never notice that?
So Alucard serves the Van Helsing family because he truly believes that only a human can kill a monster. And so when he is ecstatic to find humans that could possibly end his life because he is the ultimate monster.
And what did you say his final smash would be?
So his Smash Bros style is that he envelops his enemies in shadows filled with eyes. Because when Alucard loses a limb or goes into his power is restricted by the rules of the Van Helsing family and himself. So only the Van Helsings can grant him access to his higher powers. If they ever do, then basically he just starts summoning his shadows. He becomes shadows. He drives people to madness with his shadow eyes. And then the higher tiers, I think the final tier, I don't know if they ever actually showed in Ultimate. I know they showed in the original Helsing anime.
I've totally
But in
seen
the
them both,
Ultimate, yeah. Well, they are very different.
Yeah,
Ultimate is a lot more action packed.
I think I originally tried the original, and I was like, this is so boring.
Yeah. The original is more story heavy. Ultimate's more action. So the Ultimate version, where is a lot closer to the actual manga, where he just basically bathes the world in the blood of all of the people he has killed over his lifetime. And once he has done so, it shows him in one of his many forms.
Okay.
And then the blood starts coalescing into the people he has killed with all of their abilities.
So a very violent
So,
character.
yes. So he has just an untold number of blood soldiers attacking werewolf and vampire Nazis. Templars of the Holy Crusade that are out to wipe all monsters out of existence. So yeah, the first one uses the shadow portion of his powers, and the Mortal Kombat version uses the blood portion of his powers.
That would make sense for a vampire.
Yeah. He also, he's just such a cool character. By the end of the series, he is considered to be properly immortal because he both exists and doesn't exist. Or rather, he exists as long as he believes he exists.
Okay.
So yeah, Alucard is my first pick for this fighting game.
It doesn't surprise me that you picked this one, to be completely honest.
No, it shouldn't. Alucard is one of my favorite anime characters. I'm a sucker for dual pistols and a trench coat.
Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? That's a good pick. All right. So
What is your first pick?
we're moving on to mine. So you remember how in the last podcast I told you about the character Gurren Lagann, basically a giant mech robot that we're shrinking down to fit into a Smash Bros. Game?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do that again. And this time we're doing it with Optimus Prime from the Transformers franchise.
Okay. That's a good pick.
So real quick, Nate, I'm gonna, as long as I remember to show everybody, I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna send you what I used AI to create stages for each one of my picks, and I just want to show you. If you're on YouTube, you're listening on YouTube, I'm gonna, if I remember when I'm editing this, to throw it on the screen if you want to see them. That is the stage that AI came with for the Transformers level. If you can see it. What you think?
I like it. My only gripe on it is if the fighter is Optimus Prime.
Right. I don't know why it threw. So again, if you can't see it, it's like a stage with a couple of like mechanical platforms and stuff. But for some reason, AI was like, we're gonna throw Optimus Prime fighting Megatron in the background of the stage, which doesn't really make sense. But you know, that's fine. Maybe swap it out for like Bumblebee or something.
I would recommend swapping it out for, rather than two of the Transformers that are very kaiju sized compared to the rest of the buildings around them. Make it a bunch of robots fighting each other, because this looks like it's on Cybertron.
Yeah.
So you have it's during the war of Decepticons and Autobots. Right.
Well, again, I just gave it a prompt. I said literally like, hey, I want a Super Smash style stage based on Transformers, and this is what it gave me. So, yeah. Anyways,
good job.
So, AI is getting crazy, man. AI is getting crazy.
It is.
All right, so this is how Optimus Prime's going to work. So first, I'm going to talk about his weapons. We know much about Optimus Prime if you're a big fan of the Transformers movies or the cartoons, even the comic books. But if you're not, I'm still going to explain who he is. He has his Ion Blaster. This is Optimus Prime's signature ranged weapon capable of firing blasts from ionized particles. It's a little pistol that he carries around. Then he has dual energon swords. These swords often deployed from his wrists and used for close combat quarters. If you remember in the Michael Bay movies, he'd just pop out Assassin's Creed style, and he'd use it to rip Cybertron apart. Not Cybertron, Decepticons apart. Then his signature Energon Axe, a powerful energy weapon, often used as it would be summoned from his forearm. You know, it's a giant axe that he has. He can often summon a shield, like an energy shield, for defense. Sometimes using it as perform a shield rush attack, and so I figured that we'd have all those weapons combined into his fighting at some point. You know, he's got the range for the pistol. He's got the shield to maybe a counter attack or even a defensive attack. He's got his axe. He can slash at people. He's got the two energon swords for close combat if you want to do some combos like that. And of course, one of his specials, because you know how you got up special, down special, side specials. His side special, 1000%, has to be him transforming into his truck and ramming into his opponent. I have to have that as the opponent, as the attack. Don't you agree, Nate? He has to be able to slam into opponent as a truck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I just realized this is the one and only one I didn't put a smash attack on here. So let's come up with a smash attack really fast, because I didn't put an ultimate on there.
Well, I guess you could have it kind of like a Mega Man style, where he summons the ancestors of all the Autobot Primes.
Okay, so so every Smash Ultimate character, when they use their ultimate, they do some kind of move, whether it be shoot across the screen, it could be a blast, it could be an open close little slash. How would he start his attack?
Well, I was thinking literally Mega Man, where they shoot at the same time, and it's just a giant...
again, I understand what you're saying, but Mega Man has to shoot a beam to hit his opponent. You can miss the ultimates. That's how Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Works. So it would be like a
So
blast.
it'd be the same with, Optimus Prime
Oh,
would
okay.
pull out hit one of his laser guns and
Okay.
take a shot.
Okay, I like that. I also have on Optimus Prime the skins you can pick as. So I got 3 big skins, and we can alternate the colors on the, because you get a certain. I think it's like, I want to say you get like 7 or 6 skins per character usually in Smash Bros. But I got 3, and then we can change the colors up. You got your classic 80s skin, the one that started it all, and the original cartoon, right? Then we have multiple different cartoons to pick from. So you can pick from all the different versions of cartoons they've had throughout this. I mean, it's been from the 80s all the way to 2025. You got tons of cartoons. And then you have to throw the Michael Bay skin in there. I want a Michael Bay Transformers Optimus Prime for sure.
Okay, I think there's like 3 different versions of the Michael Bay
Oh yeah, there is.
Optimus Prime though.
I mean, I would just want
because you've got
maybe as like an alternate for it, but I really want at least one.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like one that particularly stood out of the 3.
Is there multiple versions?
You've got like the regular Optimus Prime where he first meets Stanley, and then you have the armored one where he's like has the face mask on, covers his lips, and he's more looking kind of battle ready, and then the more decked out, ready for war one where he just tears through Decepticons because he's wearing his full on.
I'm looking at photos, and you're right. There are multiple. You know which I think visually is my favorite one? Is the one from the Black Knight, or whatever it's called. The one where he literally has a giant sword. I forgot he carried around a giant sword in that movie.
Yeah,
that would be cool. An armored knight version of Optimus Prime. Fuck yeah, that's what I want. I want that version of my game.
Yeah,
here, I'll show you a photo. I'm gonna send it to you really fast so you can see what I'm looking at here. It's this version. Boom. That one. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the first night one where we meet the Dinobots.
Right. That's the one I like. I like that version the best. That's sick looking. Okay. So yeah, that is my first fighter, is Optimus Prime.
Alrighty. That's a good pick. I like that one.
Alright, cool. Who do you got next?
Since you picked one from a movie, I will go into movies category. My movie category is Wesley from Princess Bride.
Princess. Okay, in my brain, I thought you said Wesker, and I'm like, oh, Resident Evil. Okay, it's weird that you picked the movie version, and you said Princess Bride. I go, nope, that's not who I was thinking of.
Yep, not at all. Both are blonde.
Real quick. I've never seen The Princess Bride.
Well, you're about to get some minor spoilers.
I don't care. I'm not interested in that movie.
So Wesley is a farmer turned pirate.
This is a weird pick, by the way. Like, from what I understand, it's just like a romantic comedy, isn't it?
Yes, it's a romantic adventure comedy that, like, the characters within it, while they are in a romantic comedy setting, the characters are supposed to be like really great characters, like strength wise.
It's crazy when people say The Princess Bride, my brain automatically goes to Anne Hathaway, The Princess Diaries, and I'm like, that's not the right movie.
Yeah, no. But I do like those movies too.
Right.
This one, however, has a bit more swashbuckling.
Okay.
So Wesley, like I said, he's a farmer turned pirate, and
I'm gonna look this guy up really while you're talking because I don't know who. I want to have a visual of this guy.
That's fine. Basically, for those who don't know, think Zorro. He wears all black. He wears a black mask, and he
he looks like the mask of Zorro. That's exactly what he looks like.
Yes. he is in that style. He is supposed to be the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Is that the guy who plays?
Pirate,
I'm sorry to cut you off. Is that the dude who plays in Men in Tights?
yes.
Holy shit! Look, I've never seen that dude in anything besides Robin Hood Men in Tights. That's great.
This is one of his earlier roles.
Do you think I would like this movie?
Maybe. It does. I think you would. There are parts of it I think you would like. I
Okay.
don't know if you'd like the whole movie as a whole. I think there are definitely parts you would like. So Wesley, when he comes back as the Dread Pirate Roberts, he has to go through 3 trials to get what he wants. The first trial is the trial of skill, where he takes on a swordsman, and both of them just... It's probably one of my all-time favorite sword choreographies in any movie.
Really?
Yes, because it's like you get a lot of fighting scenes where you're like, oh, I need to kill this guy. These guys just absolutely respect one another. They're like, aha, you're doing this maneuver. Well, what if I did this? Ah, but I see you did this, so I'm gonna try this tactic instead. Let's see what you do with this. And they just keep going back and forth, fighting each other, just trying out different styles and being like just impressing one another with their knowledge of technique and skill of swordsmen. Then they're like, but here's something. I'm actually right-handed. And like they just keep pulling off all these like goofy little bits to it, but the fighting itself is just really cool looking. Then the second trial is the trial of strength. He has to fight off a giant, portrayed by Andre the Giant, the wrestler. And yeah, the third trial is a trial of wits. He has to outsmart a guy by a poison game that he's like, we're both gonna drink this wine. Whoever drinks the one with poison is the one who dies. And he has to outwit him into drinking the right one. So, in this, obviously, he's a swordsman, so main fighting style is going to be up-close melee fighter with fighting technique. He's going to use kind of lunges, dashes, backward flips, stuff like that.
Okay.
His Smash Bros. Style is he knocks his enemy out with the hilt of his sword. It's a PG-friendly way to take out your enemy without being like, I have straight up murdered this person. But it's still a way for him to win. And then the Mortal Kombat version, however, is he does a sword flourish where he just obviously shows his superiority to his opponent before stabbing them in the heart and defeating them.
Damn, dude. Stabbing him in the heart?
Yes, he wants to make sure they are dead. Yeah, and that's it. That is Wesley from Princess Bride, my second pick.
What a weird pick, dude.
I picked this one specifically because I was like, there's no way he would guess this.
I mean, why would I guess that? I've never seen it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you would guess it.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting pick, dude.
Yep.
All right. I guess we're moving on to my number 4, my next pick. And my next pick is going to be... Let me get my stage set up for you. It's going to be Marcus Phoenix from the Gears of War series.
Okay.
I just sent you the image. What you think? What do you think of AI this time?
I like that it actually had the war in the background going on, kind of like how I suggested for the Cybertron one.
Right.
I don't like the winged demon in the background because I don't remember there being ever any winged enemies.
I don't know. AI is
like
being weird, man.
Gears of War. The sandbags, I would say, move them closer to the center, so it actually, like, you could duck and use it as cover for a ranged attack or something. Um, Other than that, I think it's a pretty solid.
Yeah, and you got two like platforms floating that you can use to jump on and then fight against.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
pretty solid pick.
So as Marcus Phoenix, how familiar are you with the Gears of War franchise?
I played the first two,
Okay.
and then I played a lot of 3, but I never beat 3. And then I played a little bit of the tactical,
I knew you were gonna say
isometrical version of it, but I don't remember its name.
Okay. So I am pretty new to the Gears of War franchise. I played the first one a couple years back, and I'm actually currently playing the second one. I gotta say, these games, I slept on them, and these are fun. And Marcus Phoenix is a badass.
It is one of the games me, Ty, and our friend Johnny would play over at Johnny's house doing the wave
Horde
mode. Yeah. Man, nothing quite compares to just mowing down a horde of enemies with a chainsaw gun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I would relish the moment I run out of ammo because I'd be like, I would then go rogue and just charge out there being like, okay, I need to start hacking and slashing. And then I would like get the revolver and I'm like, I love this. I'm absolute shit with this weapon, but I love this so much.
What's your go-to
yeah,
style of weapon? What's your go-to style of weapon?
I'll for Gears of War, it's definitely the chainsaw assault
The Lancer?
Rifle. For every other type of game, I tend to go stealth assassin. So like long range sniper or silenced pistol.
You hate what I play as. I am a up close in your face shotgunner, or I'm a bolt action sniper rifle. No matter which way I'm doing it, I'm killing my opponent in one shot.
I don't hate the way you play it because, like, I have other friends who play very similar to you, and I just use them as bait.
Thank you.
Yeah, let my enemies focus on them as I pick them off from afar.
So as for Marcus Phoenix, I literally have it in my head of how exactly I'm going to play him as. So
Okay.
I'm going to go over the weapons first. Marcus Phoenix has his signature Lancer assault rifle. That's an assault rifle with a chainsaw on it. Then he's got his Boltok pistol. Basically, it's a pistol. That's what it is. He's got his Gnasher shotgun, just your shotgun, and he's got multiple different types of grenades. He's got frag grenades, smoke grenades, beacon grenades, boom shot grenades, bolo grenades, ink grenades, incendiary grenades, and shock grenades. So, this is how I want him to play. I got the moves even down and everything. His neutral special, like your B attack. Not any direction, just your B attack. He pulls out his Lancer assault rifle and fires a couple shots at him. So that way, think of like Joker, how he can pull out his pistols and boom, 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 boom. It's just neutral B. I don't know what to do about the pistol yet. I figured just kind of have the pistol as like one of the combo moves. You can kind of like grab them, throw them in the air, and shoot the pistol up Fox style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shotgun is going to be your side, your left and right specials. If somebody comes up close, he pulls the shotgun on, blasts them in the face, kind of knocks them back, does some knockback damage. For the grenades, that's your down special. Your down special, what I'm thinking is, for the grenades, you remember how if you play as like Princess Peach, you can pull out the turnips. And each turnip is a different style turnip, and if you throw it, it can do multiple different styles of damage. Or think of like Pac-Man, how he can, pull out the different types of icons, and you can throw one as like an airplane or a key or an apple or something like that, and it does multiple different damages. That's gonna be his grenades. You can hit the down B, and it's all random. You might throw a frag grenade. You might throw a bolo grenade. You might accidentally throw a shock grenade. You never know. It's all chance. But you're going to throw some kind of grenade.
Okay.
What do you think of that? What do you think of the randomness of the grenades? I think it's cool.
I think it'd be fun.
Right.
I would get frustrated as hell with it.
Like, oh shit, I need to knock this guy back, and you get a shock grenade and he stays in place. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, like I would be frustrated as hell with it, but I think it would be funny and fun. Especially like you're doing so good and then just because of that you relied on chance and it fucks you up and it's just like, well, that's what I get for relying on that for the final move.
Yeah, and so for his up special, which is your up B, which is basically what you use to save yourself from falling off the stage, is you remember his robot Jack? The one that follows you around and talks to you and stuff?
Yep.
Jack is going to be a platform. Jack shows up and you step on his head and you jump off of him. That's how you're going to save yourself.
Alrighty.
I couldn't think of anything else for a up special because there's not even any jumping in Gears of War. You can't even use a jump button. So I'm like,
No.
what am I going to use to save yourself from falling? The only thing I can think of is killing your robot. You're gonna
sacrifice.
You're gonna straight up
for the ability to shoot from cover.
you're gonna straight up Yoshi it from Super Mario World. You're just gonna like, bye Yoshi, just throw him down.
Poor Jack.
Hey, Jack can come back. See, I didn't want to have him have like Snake because he's already kind of similar to Snake, Solid Snake. And I didn't want him to just pull out some machine to like hover. That would be stupid and be a copy and paste of Snake. So I'm thinking like
At least
use Jack as like something iconic to the game, you know?
at least you aren't having like Dom come in and like lace his fingers to give you a boost before falling to his death.
See you later. See you, Dom. I'll tell Maria you died valiantly.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anyways, so yeah, that is what I'm thinking for his specials. And for his final smash, I mean, you have to do it. It's going to be an up and close personal. Like, your smash is, you have to hit him right in front of you, and you're pulling out your Lancer and you're chainsawing the shit out of him. You got to, right?
Yeah.
So that is Marcus Phoenix.
What was there was another weapon that wasn't really like a Marcus Phoenix special or anything, but it was just a really cool weapon.
I've only played up to
Gears of War
2. I've only played up to
franchise.
2, so I don't know the other ones.
I think it was from the first one. Like you pointed a laser and like just a beam of light shot down from the sky.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. There's also like grenade launchers and mortars and stuff, but those are just kind of things you find at on the levels. I was trying to think of weapons that he carries on him.
The Hammer of Dawn, that's what it was called.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But yeah,
I would recommend that being like a secondary ultimate.
but yeah, that is Marcus Phoenix. I think that's a pretty good pick in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. That is a pretty solid pick, especially considering every single person in that franchise is built solid as fuck.
All the different costumes is just different colors because there's not really any other looks to Gears of War. They all look the same.
Oh, I mean there is, because you have young Phoenix, middle-aged Phoenix, old man Phoenix.
I guess you could do that, but still at the end of the
could
day, you're
have
just going to be
him-
different color palettes.
You could have Phoenix with that bandana, Phoenix with the
Okay,
helmet,
you're right. Kind of like how
Phoenix
like
with his
it's kind of
arm.
it's kind of like how Pikachu has different costumes you can put on him.
Yeah, Phoenix with his armor. Phoenix shirtless, or not shirtless, like sleeveless
this is a kid's
armor.
game, bro. Calm down.
Phoenix with the cut abs. Come on, man. You gotta respect
Nipples
that.
out, bro.
Yeah.
All right,
Man,
so yeah,
the
Marcus
middle
Phoenix,
of
man.
them was probably the shape of cogs. Okay, so my next one, it will be a cartoon character that is also who has transitioned into comics.
Okay.
But I knew him from cartoons, and he is Marshall Montana.
Who the fuck is that?
This is a character. So back in the olden days when TMNT
The olden days.
first started, like the cartoon was making massive waves.
Wait, so this is a
and
Ninja
so-
Turtle character?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
He does make a cross appearance in a couple of issues in the comics, and I think he does make an appearance in the cartoon, but I don't remember. I don't honestly know if that's true. I know he makes it in the comics. I don't know if it's in the cartoon. But he is from another thing. It is when TMNT first started out and becoming really popular, a lot of other people were like, hey, let's cash in on this, and started creating their own anamorphic creature characters TV shows.
And then we get Street Sharks. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I actually thought about putting Street Sharks on my list in the original podcast, and I was like, nah.
So this one is called Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Why am I not surprised it's a cowboy, Nate?
Well, yeah, I mean, the character's name is Moo Montana. So, this...
Okay, I've seen this guy. He looks so goddamn familiar. You said it's an older cartoon. Yeah, 1992. Yeah, dude, this looks real familiar. Yeah. I don't think I ever watched it. I think I saw commercials for it.
I had toys of these characters when I was a kid. I loved this show.
That doesn't surprise me. So the main guy, is it the main guy, the brown one with the two pistols, I'm assuming?
He's one of three. There are three main characters. He is like the leader of their team. But there was also the Dakota dude and the Colorado kid.
I mean, this is a guy dressed as a cowboy with dual pistols. I wonder which one Nate's picking.
Well, yeah. But, okay. So the premise of the show was, like, the nukes have fallen on the planet, eradicated mankind. Or no, it wasn't nukes. It was a comet that landed in the land and irradiated all of the animals in the area.
Yeah, an irradiated comet. Yep, that's what it says right there.
And it mutated them into humanoid beings. So the three main characters are all three humanoid cows that are law enforcement of the little Wild West town. Just to name off some of the hilarious pun names that they came up with these characters.
Oh my god.
One of the main villains is Sheriff Terror Bull.
Oh, wow, that's clever.
It's so hilariously bad.
I wonder if he's a bad guy.
Yeah, Sheriff Terror Bull. Then Mayor Oscar Baloney.
Oscar Baloney.
Baloney.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what's that one about?
Those two are the main bad guys in the show.
What?
So
a guy with name Terra Bull is a bad guy? That's fucking weird, man.
And Baloney, man, like, he's got to be an honest guy.
Oh, yeah, he's not full of baloney at all.
Yeah. All right. So the character Marshall Moo Montana is a ranged character that has a stun. He uses his lasso to stun you for a moment. And can also, he can do either a stun or a pull-in attack. He uses his dual pistols as ranged. One of the things I loved about the show was that his dual pistols, actually I think all of their pistols, instead of shooting bullets, they shot stars.
Like sheriff stars?
Like sheriff stars. Right. It's such
Reach for the
horribly...
sky.
Yeah. So yeah, they shot stars, and it just, man, it made me think, like, why hasn't Donatello and Teenage Mutant Turtles invented a gun that shoots ninja stars?
They want to steal that great idea. That's why.
They should.
They should shoot. No, they should team up with Mario, and their gun should just shoot shells.
Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
A big
Actually,
brain.
I think they did.
Careful.
I think
Donatello, this shell's orange and has wings. I don't know what it's gonna do. Oh God, no, please don't do it.
I think they did have a rocket launcher that shot turtle shells, like turtle shell launcher missiles.
Imagine the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like their like little SUV van thingy, just shooting red shells in Mario Kart. They just win every race because they're just shooting all these homing shells.
Just see like the memes where they're like, "All right, Raph, get in the cannon." I don't wanna get in the cannon.
Oh God!
So his Super Smash Ultimate is that he simply ties his opponent up. Does like how a rodeo would tie up a calf,
Right.
but he does it to
Hog
his
tie
enemies.
that.
Yeah. And then his Mortal Kombat style is that he simply gores them with his horn.
Oh, that's
and
what I was
as they're
thinking.
bleeding out, shoots them a couple of times to finish them off.
I was hoping you were gonna say something like that.
Yeah. Which I will say goes against everything Montana stands for. He would
That's
never
fine.
gore his opponent.
Come on,
But
that's fine.
yeah, he also this is a fighting game, so whatever. That is my third pick, Marshall Montana.
All right. You know, I'm really glad you went with an animal the last pick because that moves on
Okay.
to my next pick. And I need to have a Marvel representative, of course. I got to go with my boy Marvel here. And I am picking the next character, Hitmonkey. You know who Hitmonkey is?
I've heard of him. I don't.
Well,
know
I just
much
sent you a
about him.
photo of who Hitmonkey is. Hitmonkey
Yeah,
is
I know. I've seen the character.
for people that don't know, Hitmonkey is basically if you took a primate and you made it John Wick. That's literally what he is. If you look at the photo, Nate, he's basically a white-haired is he a chimpanzee, you think? No, he doesn't have a tail. Do chimps have tails? Yeah, chimps don't have tails. Yeah, he's a white-haired chimpanzee, basically, that has a suit and wears shades. And he has multiple different guns, and he can use all four of his limbs as weapon, like the ways to shoot his weapons. It's
So he is a snow monkey.
right.
I don't know how to pronounce this.
It's a
Japanese macaco.
Yeah, he
Macaco.
everything about this the character is based in Japan. So speaking of which, Nate, why don't you take a look at that level I sent you, the AI created. I think it looks
Okay.
badass. It looks like neon
looks-
cyberpunk Tokyo is what it looks like.
Yes, I do like it. I think
Monkey.
having
it has a
the
giant
word monkey
I love it.
is a bit much.
No.
Because isn't he like a assassin? Like he
He's a-
shouldn't be advertising
Shut up.
himself.
Yeah.
Like-
He is John Wick. He's an assassin. So I'm gonna give you like a very small rundown. Also, there is a TV show on Hulu. It's a Hulu original named Hitmonkey. Super gory, super funny, super violent. Definitely check it out. It's hilarious. That's where I learned about Hitmonkey, and then I learned he has comics, and I read all the comics. Basically, it's not really spoilage. It's in the trailer of the Hulu show. Basically, he's just a normal monkey who the assassins accidentally stumble upon this group of monkeys and get caught in the crossfires, and they kill his entire family. And the assassin who they were firing at dies. So the monkey picks up the gun and slaughters the assassins. And then he learns that the assassin that was there with him ends up being a ghost that only he can see and is a smartass. And he's just going to help him learn how to be an assassin. And that's how the entire thing starts. It's like, hey, you could tie up my loose ends. Why don't we learn how to be an assassin, buddy? All right. And so Monkey just becomes an assassin, John Wick style.
Okay.
As for Smash, he obviously has enhanced agility, speed, senses, all your typical monkey stuff that he has for his species. But he also exhibits human level intelligence and combat skill. He's a skilled tracker, a marksman, proficient with firearms and other weapons. He, like I said, he has a ghost mentor. His name is Bryce Fowler. That gives him advice, and he's a giant smartass. I figured his attacks are he's going to be lunging at people, doing, a lot similar to Diddy Kong, honestly, in Smash Bros. But in a more violent manner, way more aggressive, way more cooler animation, and he's going to be using lots of guns. He's going to be having a bunch. He proficiently uses dual pistols. That's his main thing, which I figured you love, is dual pistols. So you gotta incorporate dual pistols into his moveset. I figured he's an assassin, grab a sniper rifle for like a long ranged attack, kind of like a marksman, knock your opponent down kind of thing. You gotta have some kind of special where he lunges at them, ripping their face apart. And for this final smash, I love to see Bryce Fowler taunting the enemy like, "Hey, this guy's a weak ass. Get this guy." And then Hitmonkey lunges at him, attacks him, crazy monkey style, slashing him to death with his fists, and then just takes his guns, fires a shot in the head and 2 shots in the heart, assassin style, and then throws him back down. And that's how the final smash sends him back to the map. What do you think?
Okay. I think that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
First off, he sounds like a natural fighting game character.
Oh, dude, this character's so cool. When I learned about the comics and I read them all, I'm like, this is some of the coolest, bizarre ass Marvel comics I've ever read.
Yeah,
but it's so fun. And that's why I recommend the show. If you like John Wick, Nobody, those like The Beekeeper, those classic beat 'em up just to have beat 'em up type of movies, you're gonna like this. It's smartass, it's comical, violent, and it has a pretty riveting story. So, yeah, check out the show. That's why I picked Hitmonkey.
Alright, I like that. So my next pick is going into comics.
Okay.
And it is a comic book character that I actually read this back when you and I worked at Clarkson.
At our job that we worked together.
Yeah.
That
our
was
old job that we
That's
both
crazy.
loved.
You know what I realized? That was fucking 10 years ago.
It was.
Because I started in 2015 and it's 2025. That's crazy. Nate, how's it feel to know that we've been friends for 10 years?
Feels like it just yesterday that I met you.
No, it probably feels like 20 years ago.
Feels longer. Alright, so character I'm picking is Rondel the Hillbilly.
Rondel the Hillbilly? Who the fuck is that?
So, Rondel the Hillbilly is from the comic book franchise Hillbilly. The Hillbilly. It is a series that follows Rondel on his adventures in the Appalachians. That goes into kind of like fantasy folklore kind of thing. Like his main thing is that he fights demons and witches and other supernatural beings that count themselves amongst the legends of the Appalachians.
Okay.
And
I'm looking at a photo of him. He looks really weird.
I mean, he's just a big guy with a long black beard and a top hat.
And a giant meat cleaver.
Yes, so that is the Devil's Cleaver. Rondel was born without eyes, and
okay.
So like he literally, where his eyes would be, it was just skin. So he saves a witch, and in order to repay him, she used the Devil's Cleaver. I think she used it up. She basically cut holes in where his eyes would be, and then he was able to see pretty much all magical beings. But the first thing he saw was like the burnt husk of his home. she explains that the reason his home is destroyed is because when he saved her, it angered another witch, and this was retribution for it. So he ended up crying, and when he cries, black tears come from the slits where his eyes are. And it stained his face. Basically, just gained tear tracks down his cheeks into his beard. He used the cleaver to kill the witch that he saved, and then he decided, I'm going to go around killing all witches.
Okay.
And that's the origin of Rondel. He eventually meets a giant grizzly bear of mythic proportions, becomes friend with the grizzly bear named Lucille, and together they just go around meeting other characters in the Appalachians, fighting off supernatural beings. Like, I think he once fought Cthulhu.
Jesus.
He just fights insanely powerful things and makes sure they don't invade our world. Using the Devil's Infernal Cleaver. For his Smash Bros. Style ultimate, he summons Lucille, who attacks the enemy. Pretty simple bear mauling kind of thing. The Mortal Kombat style, however, he cuts up his opponents and banishes them to hell as he does so, using their body parts as the 5-point star to send them to hell.
Oh, that's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
It's very Scorpion-like.
Yes. While I love the visual of this, it is also very not Rondel, because Rondel does not do witchcraft. But I can just flavor it like, while he's cutting up his opponents, one of his numerous allies that he meets along the way, I think one of them is even a shaman, voodoo doctor kind of guy, they could perform the spell that sends their soul to hell or something using the body parts as he's doing the cutting up.
I mean, it's not far off from what they've done in Mortal Kombat. In the new Mortal Kombat, you can use Conan the Barbarian, and he literally like straight up like murders his opponent in front of him, cold blood. I don't think Conan ever did that. So.
Oh, yes, no, Conan does.
Does he? I don't know much about Conan.
Conan in the comics is a vicious bastard.
Oh. Anyway, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyways, we're talking about a different character.
Yeah. Rondel does have a very strong sense of right and wrong. He's just very prejudiced against witches. Okay. Specifically.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to pick Rondel is for the costume picks, actually. Because the cover art for his comics usually depict him in some different look. And some of them are just, in my opinion, extremely badass. Like, one is, I think it's a story arc where he's getting ready to go to war with an ancient coven of witches. And the art is just Rondel with his top hat, but he's wearing, like, this full-on plate armor with swords decked out on his hip and back, with his infernal cleaver in his hand, just looking like a legend from King Arthur's court or something, just getting ready to rain hell.
So that's the skin you're using, I'm guessing.
Most likely. But yeah, there's even an old man Rondel where he is just an old man telling the tale of one of his many adventures with Lucille to a couple of kids that are like, you're not hot shit, old man. Like, what are you talking? All your stuff was lies. And he's like, no, they weren't lies. And man, he's just such a cool character. I would love for there to be more hillbilly comics.
Okay, well,
so that is my second to last pick.
Okay, well, it moves on to my penultimate pick, and we're picking Mega Man Z, Nate. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, I was like, you. Hey, little.
I just wanted to see your reaction. If you don't know, listen to the last episode. He gave you a lot of shit about Mega Man picks.
For picking a character that's already in.
Shut up, Nate. It's a different Mega Man. I don't even know if Mega Man Z is a real character. I know there's a Mega Man Zero.
I don't know either, and I was fully buying into it. I was like, oh, hell no.
Well, there's a Mega Man Zero. That's literally a franchise, but I don't think the main character is, like, I don't think he's technically Mega Man, but I don't know.
What was the Mega Man you said? Mega Man
X.
X.
That's the original. That is an actual
an
character, and Mega Man Z is. I just made that up.
Z. Okay, that's what I was. I'm looking up Mega Man Z real quick just to see if there is. No, Zero is the only one that's popping up on it.
All right. Anyways, so my actual character.
Your real pick.
My real pick is a movie character. And Nate, what's my favorite movie? You know me. What's my favorite movie?
Man, why you gotta put me on the spot? I don't know you that well.
Oh, we literally just talked about how you've known me for 10 years.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
My favorite movie, it never changes. I've been telling you this for 10 years. This is my favorite movie. It's my favorite trilogy, if that helps. Come on.
Marty McFly, I guess.
Oh, did you say Marty McFly? Because that's who I'm picking as my next character. Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
I honestly thought you were going for Doc Brown.
No. I've got it all planned out, buddy. So.
Okay, let's hear this.
I need to send you my stage that AI created. Do I need to send you a picture of Marty McFly so you know who he is?
Sure. I will say right now that I want one of his skins to be.
I already have skins in there. So this is what AI picked, and I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it at all. I like parts of it. I don't like that it has a random DeLorean just chilling in the middle of the map.
All right, here's what I'm envisioning with what you sent me. I'm envisioning it as a animated stage.
Right.
So you know how in some stages they had characters like pop in and then make an appearance but then pop out real
That
quick?
is literally what the ChatGPT said in the description when it was like giving me its breakdown of what it would do, and then I told it to just make a visual of what it wrote. It literally said the DeLorean would fly in through the map and stuff.
Yeah. So have the DeLorean do that, but not just the DeLorean. Every once in a while, also have his train come in to showcase that time is passing while you're playing this.
I agree.
Now, half the map, I want to be the regular town.
Like the clock tower and all that.
Of the map, yeah, like what we see, or what we see in like the first movie.
Right.
The middle of the map, I want it to be the
future.
Not the future. Well, actually, that would.
You have to put in the future. The key point of the second movie is him going to the future to become his son.
Okay, so I'm recreating what I'm picturing now.
Okay, all right.
So the stage background is going to be split up into 4 looks. They're going to be divided by
it's gonna be a large
some
map.
kind of. Well, I'm just going off of what we're seeing right now. Just this map, the background is going to be 4 rectangles. The borders of those rectangles are going to be the portal kind of thing.
Right.
Making it look like there is a massive temporal rift breaking reality.
It's going to be a
Marty
large-ass
did
map.
some kind of crazy ass shit. The first rectangle is going to be the world we're introduced to. The second one is going to be the future. The third one is going to be the insane modern one where Biff is rich. And then the last one is going to be Wild West.
Has to be. Okay. Agreed. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the stage.
And then having the DeLorean and the train going through the rifts to each world.
I like that. So as for Marty McFly himself, because I'm what you're wondering, how the fuck are you going to make Marty McFly be a fighter? So,
got a couple of ideas. He was a pretty scrappy fella in the movie.
Right. So I'm gonna break it down. So one of his attacks is going to be the hoverboard. It's going to be used as a movement attack. So think like he gets on his hoverboard, lunges at him, knocks him down. That's going to be his lunge. His down. This is my favorite one. His one of his attacks is going to be he summons Doc as an attack to go Great Scott at the enemy, and it's kind of like to blow them back, like a sound based attack.
Okay.
It's for like people in front of him. He summons him and goes Great Scott, and then they're like, oh shit! They like stun him and like knock him back.
So, with that, I'm going to, I'm going to elaborate on it.
Okay.
When he says "Great Scott," you say you want it to be a stun thing, right?
I mean, it didn't have
when
to
he
be.
says "Great Scott," just have a lightning bolt come down and strike them.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
Reacting.
Oh, that is a great idea. That's perfect. That's perfect. I didn't think of that. See, we're a team here. Then there's
we got this.
Then there's a what's that over there punch. He's got to be like, because that's the classic. He's got to like, what's that over there? And your enemy like turns around and he punches him in the face. I was thinking that could be like a grab move.
I like that idea, but fighting against that, I would be super pissed if I'm playing my character and all of a sudden he's forcibly turned around and then hit.
You see Alucard like come up like puny human. All of a sudden, what's that over there?
And he just turns around instead of attacking. I'd be so pissed.
That's why I think it should be set as like a grab move.
How about like a taunt?
Yeah, that's true. It could be a taunt.
That feels like more of a taunt.
Yeah. As for, so I was thinking, I was having trouble thinking of a recovery because I didn't want the hoverboard to be the recovery because that's too easy. Hoverboard is used to go left and right, basically, not up and down. So I was thinking we could use, I mean, he doesn't use it in the movie, but it's in the movie. When he in the Wild West, he gets tied up with a rope. So I'm thinking he could use the cowboy rope, and he kind of pulls one out, ties up his enemies, and he can like above him, like kind of like lasso them with the rope, and then that can also be used to recover. Like you fall off the ledge, throw the rope, grab the ledge, pull yourself up. I didn't know what else to do. I wanted to tie something in with the cowboy look.
Let's throw another idea out there then.
Do what?
For recovery, I'm going to throw another idea out there then.
Okay.
For recovery, have it be the Insta-Dry clothes.
Oh, come on. Really?
Well, like, just think of it like when you're doing the recovery, all of a sudden you hear auto heal now.
Or like
and you're healing up.
You land and it goes, your clothes are dry.
Yeah. Like, and that's the recovery thing.
Okay.
Now you wanted to do something with the medieval thing.
You mean the cowboy?
Or the Wild West thing.
That'd be great if they did a medieval movie. What?
That would be sick. How about for his block, it makes it look like it hit, but then when the animation is done, a plate falls off his chest.
Okay.
Like his Clint Eastwood block.
Right, I like that. Then I have the guitar. You gotta have the guitar in there, so it's a guitar attack. It's gonna be like a sound-based attack, and it's an area attack. So think like you can hit multiple enemies in a small little area. And like he strums the guitar, sound waves come out, that kind of thing. This one...
I'm gonna, again, add to this.
Okay.
So go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead. What are we adding? What are we gonna add?
I'm going to add that not only does it do damage to your opponent, but it does a little damage to you
because it does a knockback effect.
Oh yeah, because like he blows himself into the speakers when he puts.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the Johnny Be Good scene. That was the main reason I wanted to pull the guitar out because he's like stunning all the people. Like, why? What the fuck?
Yeah, but man, that knockback was such an iconic moment in the opening.
Okay, you know what? You're right. You're right. Okay. This one I'm gonna need your help with since you're already helping me anyways. I want to incorporate the sports almanac somehow as an attack.
As an attack?
As an attack. I was thinking, I showed you that mod of Phoenix Wright, how they modded him throwing papers, and that like uses like as like a spike thing. They would come down and attack your opponents. Maybe something like that with the sports almanac, or could it be like when the teacher rolls it up and he like smacks him with it? I was thinking maybe you could do that. Pulls out the sports almanac and smacks him.
One.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. Let's see here. Sports almanac attack. So I do like the rolling up and using it as just a melee attack. That's a pretty good one.
Right.
You could also throw it away and hit them with it because it's
as like
thrown
a
away
as like a
twice in the
spike.
movie.
So like if you do it off the ledge and like it hits opponent in the air, it spikes him down and kills him.
Yeah. Because Doc throws it away, and then Marty thinks that the principal throws it away.
Right.
So I like the throwing. I do like your idea of rolling it up and just
Smacking
using
him.
it as a melee attack.
You're a
'Cause,
slacker.
Like, other than that, I can't really think of like a melee attack. For
I don't know. The
Marty.
sports almanac is so goddamn iconic in that movie. You have to put it in somehow, some shape or form.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll stick. I think you should stick with the rolling.
Okay.
Of it and using it as melee.
As for the final attack, I'm thinking Captain Falcon style. The opponent's right in front of you. He summons the DeLorean, smacks him with the car. He gets in the DeLorean, warps to the past, and appears right in front of him and just slams into him with the car.
Okay. I'm going to propose a Mortal Kombat version.
Oh, of course you are.
So, basically what you just said, but you hit them with the car, it knocks them kind of loopy, you park the car on the train tracks, and then Doc's train comes in and demolishes it,
Okay.
including the opponent.
I was really excited to talk to you about the Marty McFly character because I knew we would be able to bounce off each other because this is such a funny character to put into Smash.
Yeah, I do like this one. I would also throw in for a ranged attack. He summons the ashtray that he throws at Biff in the horrific one. Just be like, look out, and throw it like a frisbee.
Okay. I do have costumes. I have 5 different costumes to use. You obviously got your main outfit. You're the one you start the movie out in. His 80s outfit. Then there's the undercover outfit when he's in the trench coat back in the 1950s.
Okay.
Then you have
He's all in black.
Yep, the future outfit when he's pretending to be his son.
The inside out jeans.
Right. Then you have the Clint Eastwood outfit, the iconic Western one. And then you have the radiation suit.
Okay.
So those are the 5 I chose.
I would throw in just a stylized version of him where it's the comic book style. Kind of like how Fortnite has the ink cell skins.
Okay.
Basically that for him because I love Marty McFly's look in the comics.
Right. All right. Well, there you go. My penultimate pick is Marty McFly.
That is a really good pick, buddy. That was an awesome.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So my last pick is going to be from video games.
Okay.
And it's going to be based on, how... So, I forget the name of the character. But isn't
that's
there a
important.
character
That's kind of important for your pick.
Not my character. The character basing their style off of.
Okay.
From Smash Bros. In Smash Bros, there's a character where it's the same character, but when you pick them, you can pick their gender, right?
Oh, so like Robin
Yes,
from
that's it.
Fire Emblem.
Yes. So that's what my character is.
Is this a
Commander
main
Shepard.
is this a main character customized character kind of thing?
Yes,
figured.
but the customization thing isn't really like you're not going to be customizing the character. You're just picking the gender and the color of their armor
Okay.
because So the character is Commander Shepard from Mass Effect.
Oh, why am I
And
not fucking
Matt-
surprised?
Commander Shepard has two very distinct looks in all of the promotional art for both male and female characters. Yes, you can customize them, but when you say Commander Shepard, you always think of the two characters. You think of your character that you created and the character that the
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I see what you mean. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
this dude in a lot of promotions. It kind of reminds me of like when you pick Skyrim. Everybody knows you can make your own character in Skyrim, but we all know what the cover of Skyrim looks like.
the horned warrior looking guy.
That would have also been a really fucking good character, is the Dragonborn.
Yeah, would have been. So Commander Shepard is going to be a melee fighter with his Omni Blade from Halo 3, or not Halo,
Halo,
Mass
huh?
Effect 3. Yeah, Master Chief entering too. His Omni Blade from Mass Effect 3, and his range is going to be an assault rifle, just one of his assault rifles. His ultimate smash will be so I based his ultimate smash on one that is already in Smash Bros. The one I forget which characters it is though, but you like can pick or when you activate the ultimate, you can move the target around, and then whenever it actually activates, a ship comes in and hits the enemy.
Okay.
Is that Fox or Wolf or?
What is it when the ship is activated? It hits the enemy.
Yeah, like you get a little target. You get a little target on the screen. You can move the target as you want. Hopefully, you land on an enemy.
Oh, okay. So
and
it's like
when
Pit.
it activates.
Pit
Sure.
can do that. It's a target, and you have to literally you have to try to hit him, and if you hit him, his chariot comes and slams into him.
Okay, then yes, that's what I'm talking about. So Commander Shepard does that, and his ship Normandy comes in and hits them.
Doesn't Mass
The
Effect
Mortal
have tons of
Kombat.
weapons? Like tons of weapons, right?
Yes, it does, and that's where the Mortal Kombat one comes in. The Mortal Kombat one, I wrote actually a little blurb about this.
Okay. go ahead.
Commander Shepard starts by shooting the enemy with his rifle, their rifle. As they get closer, they then switch to their pistol. When they get even closer, they then switch to their Omni Blade, stabbing them repeatedly, and then when their Omni Blade runs, they just start punching them until they're a bloody pulp on the ground.
Sounds violent.
Because one of the choice or one of the paths you can go down with Commander Shepard is the Renegade, where he is just a ruthless son of a gun. Yeah, and so in this he gets to release his Renegade points and goes ham on the enemy. Like at the end of his ultimate, I want that meme to where it's like he's dead. That should pop up as well, just to prove the point that Shepard has killed this character.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to kill him.
No, Shepard is killing these characters. Shepard is a butcher of everyone.
Come on, man. Why you gotta do that?
Cause Mortal Kombat. Alright, so that is my last character, Commander Shepard from Mass Effect franchise.
All right. Well, that's a good pick. It's a very predictable pick. Let's put it that way. Because I was waiting for
Yeah.
a Mass Effect character to show up, and it didn't show up in the last one. I go, all right.
I'm trying to save or have at least one customizable character in these.
Well, Nate, we now move on to my final pick, and this is the reason. This is
Okay.
the main one I wanted to do for this podcast, and you're gonna have to buckle
Okay.
down because I have a lot to say.
Okay, go ahead.
It's very long. My final pick is Alex Roth from the Mark of the Fool book series. It's the book I've been reading. I've been reading it. I'm on book 9 now, and I've been reading it. Well, I've been listening to the audiobook of it for like 8 months now. Loved it. It's my favorite book series of all time now. I'm going to send you an image of the map, and I'm going to send you one of the covers of the book so you kind of have an idea of what we're looking at here, of what he looks like.
So, quick question: is he the one in the front or the one in the back?
So, both. He's the one in the front. Alex Roth is the human, and the one in the back is his golem.
Okay.
So, little backstory, real quick. Alex Roth is, he bears the Mark of the Fool. It's a divine brand that hinders his ability to fight, which is ironic in a fighting game. He can't fight, use combat magic, or wield divinity, while also granting him accelerated learning in other areas. So, in the books, basically, if he tries to pick up a sword and attack someone with it, the Mark throws all his failures all at him all at once, and it makes it where it puts him in so much crippling pain that he can't do it. And the same thing goes with learning combat magic or any kind of divinity or anything like that. Anything that physically attacks your opponent, you can't do. But because he learns how to use his mark in other ways, he learns how to get around that by using it and not attacking your opponents, but kind of redirecting your opponents. So, I'm going to go down the list of the powers he has with his magic. The powers he has includes Force Ball. He can summon a bright ball. He can use that ball to basically not attack his opponents, but blind his opponents, move them out of the way kind of thing. Stuff like that. Force Disc. Same as the Force Ball, it's just flat. Uses it to carry things on usually. He has Wizard's Hands. He can summon tons of different hands. He can literally summon hordes of them at this point. But he doesn't use them to attack his opponents. He uses them to pull his enemies down, redirect them, kind of knock their feet out, pull them out from under them, cover their eyes, kind of thing like that. He can also summon, like I said, tons of them. Force Shield. It's literally an armor that covers the user. It's basically just think like in Skyrim when you use one of the wards and it gives you some more protection. Protective Force Rectangles is what he calls them. He can't summon blades. He can't summon attacking things. But he can use what he calls Protective Force Rectangles to use them as kind of like swords to just deflect attacks. Because if he created a sword, the Mark would be like, no. You can't do that. But these are just squares. And he uses them to deflect attacks.
Okay.
Orb of... Yeah, I told you he thinks outside the box. Orb of Air. Basically, he puts an orb of air around his face, protect him from any kind of air-based or liquid-based pathogens. When he has Orb of Air on there, he's immune to almost any type of poison. Life to Mana. Uses some of his life force to replenish his mana pool. Mana to Life. Uses some of his mana to replenish his life for healing and stuff like that. He's a master of alchemy, creating potions, spell arrays, golem crafting, etc. Mana manipulation. He is a master at it. He can manipulate mana on the dot at this point. He can make it to shift into any situation. He's physically strong, so he learned a special type of magic to increase his muscle fibers to almost peak human strength, to the point of he's Captain America at this point, but he can't use any of that strength to fight his enemies. He uses it basically to protect himself. Summoning magic is his summoning magic is his main thing. He can use it to summon creatures from other planes. He can use them powerful enough to summon up to 6th tier summoning spell, and the highest in the world right now is 10. He's only been doing it for 2 years, and he's already up to 6th tier. Usually 6th tier is at least 6 years of training. His favorites include Elemental Beetle Swarm. He just summons a whole bunch of beetles to just burrow into his enemy and just shred them. Elementals, so think like electric elementals, water elementals, fire elementals, air elementals, stuff like that. Hellhounds, literally what they are, dogs from hell. Multiple levels of celestials. Think like these are the top tier powerful things that can, like, from other planes that can take down things as strong as demons and stuff. And he is a master at teleportation. He can be used. You can use this as like one of his recoveries in Smash Bros. So that's his powers. Now we're gonna move on to his equipment. I know I told you it's a lot. I'm sorry. He has an Eld Staff. It's a very powerful staff that can be used to summon spells with almost no use of Alex's personal mana. So he developed the staff so he can use that to channel. He puts a tiny bit of magic in it, channels the staff, use level 6 summoning or whatever, anything he wants, with using none of his mana pool, so he doesn't run out of magic.
Okay.
He uses booby trap potions, like a flight, heightened senses, calming mana, stuff like that. So what he does in the books is he'll take these booby trap potions, basically take a flight potion, mess it up a little bit, so when you throw it, whoever he throws it and it explodes around them and they breathe it in, all of a sudden they get launched into the air, or they get launched into the ground and launched into a wall or something like that. Same thing with the heightening sentences. Think of it like you get, all of a sudden you breathe this in, all of a sudden your senses are on overload. You're hearing everything, you're seeing everything, you're smelling everything. It just overloads your senses. And then mana calming is you breathe it in, all of a sudden your mana don't work. You can't use any spells, stuff like that. Then his iconic one is Claygon. You see in the photo, he's a giant metal sentient golem. He started as clay, then it evolved into stone, then it evolved into metal. Golems evolve in this world. Claygon is used to protect his master at all costs. He defends his foes, as he's as powerful as a greater demon. He's literally killed greater demons, and they're supposed to be like the masters of certain hells, and he's just like, yeah, rip you apart. He has four.
Pikachu versus Arceus.
Yes, he has 4 arms and 3 fire gems that he can use to blast fires into his opponent, and he carries a giant spear that he stole from a greater demon. That's his signature weapon. So, with all of that, do you have any questions before I get into how he works in Smash?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, I told you. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to talk about this character. So in Smash, I'm thinking you can obviously use the staff as like his main thing he carries around. He can summon the rectangles as kind of like as like a block. He can block his attacks coming at him. His range would be casting lots of spells like booby trap potion, stuff like that. He could use them to like make his opponent slow, maybe kind of launch him into the air kind of thing, stuff like that. The teleportation, like I said, is his recovery. He's obviously going to be summoning creatures as like think of like how Zelda, she can summon that suit of armor. He's got to be able to summon some kind of something from a distance. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the elemental beetles could be used to summon to like kind of wither your HP down a little bit, like kind of like whenever you're poisoned by piranha plant kind of thing. You can summon hellhounds to kind of launch at your opponents as like something to go across the map or stuff like that. His final smash is going to be Claygon. Claygon is not going to be a move. He's just kind of the final smash. Claygon falls from the sky next to his master, grabs his opponents with all 4 of his fists flying, and then just blasts them, finishes them off with a blast of fire. And that is Alex Roth. What do you think of my character?
That is a very extensive and complicated character. I don't think I would play this character. But
He's a combination of a lot of characters in Smash. Like a lot of Fire Emblem characters.
yeah, the characters I don't play,
Right.
but he does sound cool at least.
Yeah, he's super cool.
And I would love to see him in action. But
There's another photo I want to show you of what he looks like. Here it is.
I do like his stage.
Oh yeah, it's all high fantasy. This is book 7. I'm gonna send you the cover of it. He's the one floating in the air. That's his staff. It's like covered in like flower jewels.
Okay, he's carrying a crystal tree. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's so cool. I love this book series so goddamn much. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about it. Because I've tried to explain who he was in the past. And I was only at book like 3. And it didn't make much sense. But now that I'm much further along, he's way more powerful. And that's why he fits into Smash better.
Okay. I like how in the first image of him you send me, he looks like he's a male mixture of Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And then in the second image, he just looks like Superman holding up a tree.
I'm going to send you book 9. This is the most current one I'm on. And look at it. The one on the right is his girlfriend and her hellhound. Her Cerberus. That's her pet.
Hellhound looks like a Pokemon.
It's a Cerberus. It's literally just like this giant armored 3-headed dog. This is what Alex looks like in the very beginning of the series. Before he bulks up. He just looks like a dork. He just looks like if Harry Potter had a cape. And he's like, I'm off to school, guys.
Yeah. Her Cerberus looks like Aggron.
Oh, the Pokemon Aggron? Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah. And then this one, he just got to show off those gains, bro.
Yeah. He goes from, like, scrawny little... he started out as a baker's assistant. That was like, hey, man, I'm a baker's assistant. I got my exception to basically Hogwarts. I got my acceptance letter to the magic school. And I'm heading off. Oh, shit, I got marked at this mark I don't want. And it's now I can't use magic. But I'm going to make it work anyways. So he still goes there and figures a way to do it. And then he's like, oh, man, I need to get stronger and better and better and better and better. And then just so much shit happens from this scrawny little baker's assistant to what he is now, which is like, even the headmaster of the school is like, you're going to be as powerful as me one day. Very obviously. And you're only 2 years into your training.
Yeah.
It's insane. And
Man,
there's so much that happens in the book series. I don't want to spoil it, but there's getting to a point where his limitations of the Mark of the Fool could be removed, and then his power would just blow up and like unbelievably. But yeah, that is Alex Roth.
he sounds like a very compelling character.
You would like this character.
and
I think you would like this series.
The fighting game character, I'm torn on whether I would be terrified to fight him.
I just think it's so
fight a
funny.
player.
It's so funny that he's a fighting character in a fighting game that can't fight.
That is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good pick, buddy. I'm glad you. That was a lot of research on him.
Dude, I did so much because he's such an interesting character, but I didn't want to get into like this is the entire lore of the series. I wanted to talk about just him, and that was literally just that's not even all the powers he has. That's just like the main ones he uses.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, man. Read the books if you really want to know more about it.
Brought to you by.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna shout out.
Clark.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout it out anyways. It's J.M. Clark is the author. You should definitely read these books. Anyways, yeah, that is my 5 DLC characters.
Mr. Clark, if you're listening to this, we would love a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, you're talking to your biggest fan right here. Okay. I'm almost bummed that I wasn't named Alex based on this instead of being named Raceland of a different fantasy book series. You know what I mean?
Wizards.
Yeah, like, this wizard's so much cooler than Raceland the Wizard. Anyways. Anything else you want to say before we end this podcast? This ran a lot longer than I expected it to, honestly. We had 12 on the last one, and it ran about this time, and we had 5, and we just had a lot more to say.
Yeah. We got really into at least 2 of these where we talked a lot into.
That's okay.
I enjoyed this. It was a really good run.
I did too. I told you, man, I love talking about Super Smash Bros. Characters. I'm sure the listeners are like, why the fuck are they still talking about this? But you know what? Who cares?
Gonna get Damo just like, shut the fuck up. No.
We clicked off of this 30 seconds in.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was interesting. I like thinking outside the box to see what characters I can come up with to stump you.
Who was your favorite out of my 5?
Out of your 5?
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
For sure.
Yeah. That genuinely, I think, was just a really good pick.
I agree. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Any last words, Nate?
See ya.
A new challenger appears. See you later.